Hello there, welcome to a tank review. I'm Corny Swiss, and this is the first War Thunder tank review that I've done, and hopefully more to come. But I wanted to take a minute and talk about, well, multiple minutes, it's going to be kind of a long one, talk about the SU-122P, the premium Tier 4 Russian tank destroyer. And kind of just, oh, excuse me, wow, where'd that come from? Whatever. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to have a garage section right here. I'm going to talk about the gun, the armor, the engine, kind of what this tank sees, things like that. And then I'm going to have a realistic and a simulator battle gameplay for both. Not necessarily in that order, because I haven't obviously made the video yet, so I don't know which one's which. And then finally a little bit on what I kind of think about this tank and where I think it's going to be in the future. Is it going to get nerfed? Is it going to get buffed? Is it OP? Is it broken? Is it horrible? You know, whatever the case might be. So this is going to be the garage bit. In the description, if you want to see the violent parts, or even just skip to the end and see what I think, you know, that's your prerogative. I'll have timestamps down there with the content at that timestamp. So for example, if you want to skip to the simulator gameplay, you don't really care about realistic gameplay, you just go to the simulator gameplay tab. So there you go. But anyway, for anyone who wants to stick around and hear all the stats and wonderful things like that, let's get into it. So the SU-122P, as the name would imply, has a 122mm gun, and this is easily, in my opinion, the best 122mm gun I've played with so far in War Thunder. It has a base 26-second reload-ish, I think that. With my crew, I have a pretty imba crew, I think. I've got it down to 21 seconds. I had bought the expert training because it was on sale for 4th of July, I think. So I bought it. Why not? And the penetration values, because it's premium, when you buy it, it's deleted automatically. So I've never used this ammo. I can't really say anything about it. All I know is it's characteristically kind of the same muzzle velocity, same weight. This has a ballistic cap, has 7 to 8 millimeters more penetration, so I just went with this because that's not significant in the grand scheme of things when you're talking about going clean through a tank and not doing a ton of damage. That's not a whole really significant. This shell is going to go in, it's going to cause lots of damage, and it's probably going to knock out the tank if it pens. And with 160 pen at 1,000 meters, there's a good chance. I like the chances of that. This gun will basically pen everything it sees fairly easily, aside from maybe the Ferdinand with that 200mm armor, but even then, sometimes you can lob them onto here. At range, I've actually landed them onto this engine deck and blown them up. The only reason I know is because there's, in excess of 600 meters, there's nowhere I can pen on this other than maybe the lower plate and here, unless I got lucky. I'm pretty sure it landed here, so lower plate, that can get through the Ferdinand, but it's really tough. Tigers, just shoot him in the face. Like, this gun just goes clean through him. So yeah, the gun, really, really good. The armor, it's okay. It's decent. 75 at the front, 45 at the sides and rear. Sides and rear, you're going to get one shot at whatever you do. But if you angle it, kind of like maybe this is actually pretty tough for the lower caliber German guns. I say lower caliber, 75mm. This is tough. Even Tigers will sometimes bounce on this. Not always, but sometimes. And if you're coming around a corner like this, corners here, and they can't see any of this here, they'll bounce all day on this, And then you just turn and kablowie, send one right through their face. So the armor is okay. This armor has saved me a few times. If you angle this way, you have an issue with this driver's hatch. But a lot of times, I don't know, seems like people don't shoot that. I don't know. Angled like this, you should probably shoot right here. And it is weaker there, so this is kind of undesirable. This would be better. But if you have to, this is okay. So that's kind of the armor. The armor, it's not the selling point of this tank. The selling point is the gun, which is fantastic, and carries 28 shells. That's plenty. I ran out once on Kursk, just shooting AI. We'd already won. Didn't matter. So, plenty of ammo. The engine has the same engine stats as a T-44. 500 horsepower, 2,050 RPM. T-44 has a max speed of 49 kilometers. Boom. 500, 2050 RPM, 57. This thing can go and will go faster than a T-44. And on the wide open plains of Kursk, you will reach this top speed, like maybe 56, But that's basically the top speed because you're going over rougher ground. I think if you were on the flat or going downhill, you'd easily exceed this. But, so yeah, this thing is fast. It's pretty agile too, because even in realistic and simulator, when you're going that fast, it's very easy to power slide. And I think that's, I know people sometimes say that's unrealistic, but I think that kind of is. I mean, when you pull that sharp turn, it's just like drifting, right? So you basically drift the tank, and you can pull some tight turns in that. And it's only 32 tons. It actually weighs 0.2 tons more than the T-44, and it's significantly lighter than that. These are all 46, but it's a pretty light machine realistically. 32 tons. It's not that heavy. So the gun is great. The armor's decent. Engine's great. Top speed is great. Very fast. Pretty agile. Gun guidance, 2 degrees gun approach. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't. This is the same as all Russian TDs. They're so low profile that you have to kind of expose yourself. But the goal is you fire, you back up, you get in cover, and whatever you shot at's probably dead. So it doesn't matter. It's hard to return fire when your tank's blown up, right? So that's kind of this tank in a nutshell. Reward 100%, 256. It's just a great deal. It is a little bit expensive. I think it's like, it's 6,000 golden eagles, which is a hefty price. But if you're like me and you were looking to grind the T-54, IS-3, IS-4, SU-122, this tank just makes it so much easier, just hugely easier. And and that's what I'm kind of about, and it's just a great fun tank to play. It gets 2 spawns, which is OP as balls. So it's just, this tank is just a packet of good things. The armor's okay, the gun is great, the speed is great. But, yeah, I can talk about it all I want, but you need to see it. So let's get to the violent parts, right? So this is the realistic battle gameplay portion of this review. I'm driving the SU-122P, obviously, on the new Carpathians map, which is kind of a cool map. I don't know how I feel about it. A lot of sniping, and I'm doing kind of the classic thing, at least when I was playing this map, was to run over here up on this little ridge and shoot the enemy as they go up towards C in like a little ditch, but there's a stretch where they're exposed, so I'm kind of just running over there. Most time, if you're in a slow tank destroyer or something like that, you won't make it up here in time, but this thing's reasonably quick on the, it actually gets up here kind of quick. So, all kinds of targets. All kinds of targets. That was YOLO shot. I wasn't going to get that one. I had that one way over. So, but now I have the range. That's something, that's good, right? And, we're reloading. There's still plenty of targets. I could chance another shot at that guy, but hello. This guy's toast. Absolutely toast. See ya, Mr. Yummy Wombat. You're done. Well, he's not done, because he's got... Could have a plane and another tank, because it's a Panther. So now it becomes, I need to take out those tigers. So I don't know where he went. He probably went around the ridge there. There's a lot of cover and stuff. So, but I don't want to sit here, because if I sit here, then they'll know where I am. I mean, I can't go that far, but I can at least find some better shots. So now, there's a tiger off over there. I already have the range. because I shot that panther. Just all about leading the target at that point. Boom. Got another one. So 2 kills. Not bad. And it's important to knock out the tigers because the tigers only have 1 spawn. You know, because they're not OP. So there's that tiger there. He just took a shot at me. So I need to turn to him and return fire if I can. Okay, good hit. I don't know where that hit on his tank. His cannon barrel got ever so slightly damaged, so maybe it just hit his armor. Maybe at that range, the angle he was at, maybe that was just a bad shot. But he just took another shot. He's still shooting over me. He's not convinced his German gun is lying. Oh, you must hit every time. You are German. What's that here? Yep, Mr. Yummy Wombat. Got his revenge. Revenge of the Yummy Wombat. Something I don't like about realistics. It's very easy to take a plane out and just. I thought about going and shooting him down, but I was like, no. I'll play the tank. I'm gonna play some tanks. Alright, so now the battle's sort of developed. Sitting on top. Yeah, I was checking to see like how do they have all their players still on. Yeah, they do. Except for that actually I think that tiger jumped in a plane. You know, ignore this part. I didn't bust up my track a little bit. It's not damaged so I can't drive, so that's good. But so looking at the map, we see that they're capping they're capping B and C. We have guys running into C, so we'll probably be able to retake C. And A is just kind of sitting there all by itself, because it's really hard to, I think, to cap A if you don't have B or C. One of them. You need one or the other. So we got a guy sitting over there right next to B, so I figure I'm going to run over there, help him out, secure B, and then he's a SU-122P like myself, and we got to stick together, you know, friends for life. Enemy up spotted, and he knocked him out. I mean, come on. OP Russian tactics. Just shoot them in the face and they die. So now, I was kind of torn here. I was like, is he going to move into B? Should I move in there with him? Because we're capping C. And right here, I'm kind of just like, well, maybe he's not going to move into B. Maybe he's just going to camp. Okay, well now he starts capping B. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's fine. So I'm going to go to A. Because if we're capping B and C, A is likely to be a safe position. And there's a decent little spot where I can... Oh no, the bombers destroyed our base on a tank map. Oh god. The humanity. So I'm just going to rush over to A and try and cap it, and then... God, what just happened? Someone died. Yep, someone died. Oh, they bombed our SU-122P friend, and then plane crash. So target up. Hello, sir. Not today. Not today. Go away, Herman. No play today. No, thank you. So I'm just gonna cap out A, because why not? And then right here I'm typing to my team. I'm like, can y'all cover me from C, because I know they're just sitting there and I don't want to die here. Because now my left isn't secure. And this guy, I don't know what he was doing. Was he angling? I don't know. I just YOLO'd a shot and boom, he died. Because OP Russian tactics. Now I'm just gonna finish the cap. Just chill out. You know. Drink some vodka. Chill out. Cap the zone. And now it's time to just go cap B. And here's this T-34 friend. And he's gonna come with me, I guess, and we're gonna go cap B, which is fine. And here's kind of an example of the speed. He got much more of a head start, but you know, I'm keeping up. You know, I'm as fast as he is. He can't just outrun me, man. So we're just gonna cruise on into B, cap it up. I mean, there's 2 of us, so whoever attacks us will probably kill him. And if we lose one, that's not horrible. It's not the end of the world, because we're both pretty. I mean, he's certainly way more fragile than I am, but you know, I have a gun, so if I can get a shot off, hopefully they'll shoot him first. Honestly,
Because what if I hit them? I'll probably kill them. I feel pretty good about hitting the target. So I'm sitting in the cab and I figure, okay, well, I'm going to try and cover my driver's plate, but then I decided, well, they're probably going to come from this way, because they can't have many tanks left. So they're probably going to come from that way, and I should sit here and kind of cover like the lower part of my tank with that little ridge into the cap circle. But I still have enough gun elevation and that I can still like look over it. So we cap. Yay. Now we have all 3 bases. Now it's just farming, and there's one guy left, it looks like. We're just going to farm the AA, and if that guy jumps in a tank, we'll blast him, because that's all we do. We're Russian. The Soviet tank is very strong. So, and I decided I'm going to come up this way. He's going around sort of the longer way, the T-34-85 is. I'm going to come this way because it's it's more expedited to the enemy spawn, and it gives me a really nice firing position above them. And with Panther armor, which I think it's just the yummy wombat guy back, and the only tank he has is a Panthers, and the Panthers frontal armor is really, it's not that thick. I think it's like 80 millimeters, but it's just sloped, right? So if you get above them and shoot down onto them, you negate that slope, and it's paper at that point, especially for this gun. So I'm just kind of coming over here to this little place where I have a good view of their spawn. And we're just going to pot shoot at our AA. That went way short. It's hard to tell distance when there's a... and there's a Yummy Wombat guy. So that's his second plane. He must have had the backup plane thing. And, you know, take pot shots at planes. Why not? I mean, there's no tanks on the field. He's the only player left. So might as well try and shoot him down. But, you know, we missed because Russian accuracy. The more you aim, the less you hit. And when you have a plane in the game, especially a Dornier, you want to keep moving. You want to be a mobile target because they do have a lot of bombs, a lot of big bombs. It's like 1,000 kilograms. And I didn't have the traverse. So, you know, it's hard to shoot down bombs with this tank because you don't have a lot of lateral movement with the gun. You have some, but, you know. So I'm wondering what he's doing right now. I think he was trying to land on A, cap it, but unless he glitched out and he crashed, well, he did crash, but I was really wondering what he was doing because I don't think planes can cap. It'd be really interesting if they could, because then if you can get the enemy team, I was gonna go shoot him if he was still alive, but he's not, obviously. And because if you could get the enemy into planes and they don't have any tanks left, and then you land your planes in the cap and they don't have enough time to bust you, you could win that way. If I mean, assuming you don't get killed, assuming you can actually cap. So, and he spawned his tank in, because why not? And this is this firing position, but can't get the gun up to me. His frontal plate is angled badly to me, so it's gonna go right in, all the time, every day, every week, every day of the week. That's gonna be a kill. So, just kind of waiting now because I don't think they have any more vehicles actually. Yep, there you go. Hostile team lost all of its vehicles. A GG. I got Final Blow, Anti-Mech. Had a pretty good game. So, see what the results screen looks like. Came top of the team. Had I think I ended with 5 kills, which is nice. Nice little result. Lots of XP, lots of credit. So here we go with the simulator battle portion of this tank review. And so, as you'd expect, driving the SU-122P on Kursk in simulator mode. And Kursk, I think, is a good map for it's a good map for just about every tank. I take that back, except some of the earlier tier Russian tanks that don't have good pen at long range. But for SU-122P, it's a pretty good map because you can use your speed to get up into position. I mean, we're booking it right now. This is, you're just about at your top speed. I think top at 56 on this run, which is, you know, basically top speed. And we're just kind of motoring up over here. I'm going to get into a semi-concealed firing position. I mean, it's difficult with these low profile machines like all the SU variants to get into a firing position that you can, with your gun depression and then also with clear line of sight to your enemy. I like having line of sight because it's easier to, that's how I gauge distance, is like by referencing, kind of like a mental reference to the size of my target versus what I know the tank's actual size to be. So I'm taking a hard right here because I see, you know, enemy targets up. If I can see, for example, there's that guy running across the top of the screen. If I can see something abundantly easy to shoot like that AI, I'm going to take a shot and then keep moving up to close a little distance. And because the real advantage the Germans have on this map is that their guns are perfectly suited to this type of fighting. You know, just showing the turret, taking long-range shots, pretty quick reloads on those 88 and 75 guns. So there's that guy running across up there. If I hit him, I'd be a god. But. So, gonna nail ourselves another AI. Killing the AI is kind of important. You know, it's kind of important. You want to knock those guys out because then your AI will shoot at enemy players and tell you where they are. But I'm kind of just running around in here. Wheat fields are kind of difficult for this tank sometimes. But there's a guy around here somewhere. I don't know where. Another AI. Hit him. No critical damage, which sucks. But the only bad thing about this position is if they go to the eastern part of the map and flank down, get on that ridge, you're kind of toast. But I also need to close the distance because their guns can easily hurt me at this range. If someone just took a shot at me, that might be AI. Not sure what that is. So we're gonna move up, check out the, see what's going on up here. What is that? Oh, there's some. It's an AI. That was way short. I wasn't gonna hit. But I need to find their players. And I've gotten to this kind of advanced position. Alternatively, I could have run down the western side of the map and gotten into a good flanking spot before they could get there. But the issue I have is that I have all these trees and stuff in front of me, and this is a low-profile machine, so I can't really see over them or see through them all that well. So, you know, another AI. Why not? Why not? There you go, got him. Okay, so I've been feasting on AI. Why not? But hopefully we'll see a player here. What's this? Is this another AI? Yeah, there's a few AI out there. There's a player up on the ridge above it. I just saw that. Yep, there he is. There's that. It's a premium tier 4 Russian or German tank destroyer. He's a good tank to hit. So that shell went over him, kind of big time. And the advantage of the shell drop is that when it drops, it negates part of the angle of the armor. It only impact at a slightly downward angle. Especially if he does that. This is a perfect shot for me. Like, this is an ideal situation. He's angled down. So that went, actually that went over the front of his tank and hit the engine deck. So that was a really, that did give me false information right here. I thought I pinned maybe his lower plate or maybe he just went right clean through him, but he's just sitting there. He doesn't, based on where his gun is pointing, I don't think he knows I'm here. But his gun is kind of tracking back and forth. So that was short. Need to give it a little more. But his armor is just like, if I hit the front part of his tank, he's done. Because the arm, oh, there it goes. IL-10, nailed him. Good flying. In a simulator battle, no less. Just feast on this AI a little bit. There you go.
Simulator battle. People who fly planes in simulator battle, I don't have a problem with because they're clearly pretty talented. They can get bombs on targets. That is an enemy Panther. I can only see the top of his turret, but with shell drop, I could hit the side of it. He just shot over there, so his turret's sideways to me, and I sneak it right over the top of the hill. That was a good shot. That was a tough one. So that's kind of the flank is secure. I don't think there's anyone else really over there. And there are people just kind of feasting on it. Okay, now this AI, I'm gonna waste so much time on him. He's dead. I'm pretty sure. I think he's dead. He's dead at this point. He's absolutely dead. He's already dead, so I didn't get credit for the kill. My shot went right through him. Enemy TD over there. It's a Yak Panther 5. But I'm gonna waste so much time shooting at this guy, just because I was like, no, man, he looks like he's alive. He looks alive. There's no smoke coming out of him. He must be alive. So I'm gonna shoot him. That is not the case though. That's a decent shot right there. It went a little low, but it went in between the tracks. I do see there is an enemy tank. I just saw him fire right there, but I didn't notice that while playing. It's kind of frustrating sometimes to watch these replays back because I see shots. And you're going to see another example later on. For example, that TD on the ridge, I could easily have taken him out if I'd just seen him. Instead, I'm going to feast on a little more AI. And now I'm going to like lose that guy. I don't know where he went, which can be kind of annoying. Just kind of repositioning. I want to get a new angle, a new line of sight. And there's that AI again. So right now I'm thinking he's behind that tree, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to shoot at this AI. Why not? Now that shot clearly, that went over. But I'm going to take another one, I think. And it's going to go clean through. And I think at that point I start getting tipped off. But I still can't quite believe it. Because on the minimap there is a medium tank nearby that. But that's a player. We're going to see him soon. Yeah, that shot just went clean right through him. So he must be dead. Now I'm taking fire from, I think it's the arty positions over there on the ridge. Be my guess. They can't do much to me at this range. I have been set on fire by them before, which is annoying. Actually, I was in my what was I in? I was in a German tank, and I just ignored them, and eventually they tracked me and set me on fire, and I was like, well, this is bullshit. But so that TD's out over there. We still need to find him. I saw him earlier, but I don't know where he is now. Just why not shoot the already dead AI? Why not waste so much time on it? Why not? So the only thing left is there's a medium directly ahead of me and this TD over here somewhere. And that medium, Litio, sorry if I mispronounce your name when you're watching this, but is just feasting on our AI and stuff. So I would like to kill him. He's gonna get another tank, but well, let me waste more time on this AI. Just why not, right? Don't you dare shoot at it. Okay. I'm taking fire, but I'm convinced it's the AI. There's that medium out here. There. Okay. I see him in the far left of the screen. He's up against a tree. So I just saw him. At the time, I didn't see him because I'm dumb. But they're capping somehow. They will be in a couple seconds, which is annoying. So I decide, okay, I need to stop the cap. The TD's dead. It's just that medium out there. So it'd be good if I could get down in here, stop the cap. What's this guy doing? For some reason I thought that guy was alive. He's clearly not. And now when I'm driving down here, I think what tips me off is I take a shot, or shot misses me, but it's from over there. I'm looking over there because I'm like, okay, he's got to be over here. There it is. You saw that muzzle flash and the shell incoming. Alright, so I'm loaded. I know his reload's about 12 seconds, so that's about how much time I have. There he is. Get the gun on target. Send it.
and we knocked each other out. So, unfortunate. I killed him, he killed me. But you know what? That's why we get, well, that's why this tank's OP, you get another one. So, just kind of respawn, have another go. We're capping A, we're gonna win. Well, it's not decided. It's close. So I know where he's gonna be. He's gonna be in his spawn. So, my idea here is I'm gonna flank around. I'm gonna go along there and basically basically make it so he has to be to my right, so that he can't surprise me on my left. That's the goal anyway. Looking at the teams, we still have we still have like one other tank, I think. They have 2 players. I think one of them's in a plane. So, just gonna put the speed of this tank to use and run around the side. Try and get up on that ridge directly ahead. Say hi to our IL-10 friend who's still in the air, which is kind of amazing. I know I couldn't do that. I flew one simulator battle as a bomber because bombers are OP in simulator, and I felt dirty for doing it because I just wanted to try it, you know. But it was hard. I'm not doing it anymore. I think realistic's the highest I'll go in flying. Even that is kind of just stick to arcade and flying. It's just fun, you know. Tanks, I think, is really easy to play realistic in simulator. But so I'm running over here. My goal is to either spot him or well, that's really my goal. My goal is to spot him if he's over here. If he's not, I've basically cut the field in half of where he could be. He can't be from my position to the left, or to the east rather, so he must be from my position to the west or right. So that's why I came up here. He just murdered AI. He's got huge AI kills, but hopefully we'll make the kill that counts. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up over here to like where those trees are along that ridge. I'm kind of scanning down here. I'm like, okay, I don't want him to be down there. I feel good about engaging him at this range, because as long as I can get my shell off, I have a pretty good chance of killing him, because I feel comfortable aiming with this tank. But then again, if I miss, he has the complete advantage, because his shell can, if he hits me with the first shot, he has a second shot to finish me off, or if he misses the first, then he has more information for a second shot, and I won't be able to do much about it. What I would have to do, I'd probably just have to charge him if I'm reloading to try and throw off his aim, maybe angle a tank while I'm coming at him, just to give me time to reload, and then shotgun mode him. So I'm pretty sure he's not over to the west. So I'm going to come up over on this ridge by one of these trees and basically overlook their spawn, or part of it, because that should be where he is. And I think he just showed up on the map. Yep, there he is. I don't know if that shot was from him or from another thing, but whatever it was coming my way. So here I am. Where is he? There he is. He's over to the right. Right, up to the right. Right there, boom. Saw him. Got him. Right there. Okay, it's a long shot. It's kind of dodgy, but YOLO. Nailed him. So there's all of his tanks. That's it for him. That he's the last player. He had a hell of a game, but you know, we got it done, which is great. Yep, no players left. All vehicles destroyed. It's going to start ticking down soon. There it is. I just YOLO a shot. Why not? I'm not going to get down there in time to kill any of the RD or AA that's been shooting me all game. And a big win. Big win. It was a really good game. I enjoyed playing that game. Kurska's always a fun game to get, unless you're in the Prokhorovka event, in which case it kind of sucks. So, you know, as you can see, finished first on team, got a lot of credits, a lot of XP, got a lot of progress towards that IS-4. So, yeah, it was a good game. I think it showed some strong points of this tank. And there you have it. That's the SU-122P. I think that's about as far deep as you can go, I think, in War Thunder into a tank. But, so what I think about this tank, I think this is easily the best premium available for grinding, I mean, anything in the tanks, because it's effective from 1 to 5 and has this great reward bonus. And it's just, gameplay-wise, it's just overpowered right now. It really is. It's just broken and stupidly strong. Because I mean, it's just T-44 mobility, heavy tank gun, better than a heavy tank gun, and decent armor, and 2 spawns. You know, it's like, there's not much better you can get. And you make insane credits, you make insane XP, or research points rather. So it's just, there's nothing really bad. It is expensive, but if you look at it in terms of, let's say you were going to use that 6,000 eagles to free XP something. If you run the math and take your average, I think when I did the math, I said, okay, if I get this tank, it'd be like, if I play it for, I think it was 60 games, average XP and credits per, then if play it for 60 games, I'll pay it off. Alright, that's fair. You know, that's pretty fair. Play it for 60 games. Let's go to realistic. Played it 75 games, 61 wins, 75 total battles, 81% win rate. And that's more of a function of this tank being overpowered at this tier. But yeah, it's just fantastic. Well, I think in the future they're going to nerf it. I think they might take away one of the spawns. That's the only real reason the way I could see them nerfing, unless they give the German one 2 spawns as well. But it's really good. I think it's worth it. I think it really is. I mean, it's a lot of fun. But you know, as with anything, your mileage may vary, but I had a really good time with it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for more to come.